This meeting is being recorded.
So, Panagiotis, let's start.
Okay, so hello everyone. We're happy to have you here too. We have some new members, I see, from each country. Hello to you also. We wanted to have you to get you some updates. Last week, we said that our first priority was to finish our websites at national pages and also the main one. So pretty much they are done. There are some design issues that can be improved and some minor stuff, but mostly if you join at your national pages or the main one, you will see it either from mobile phone or the web. And there's also a form with a join button. So every startup can start joining and we can have them at the list. This is the main one. We also want you to ask us some questions about the partner supporters to help us with the updates if you found them, if you had any problems with that, and how we can help. And so I don't know if someone wants to start asking.
And before that, I'd like to say that if you have specific questions and you need any help, I think I've sent you my Calendly. If you don't find it, I can send you again, and you can book a meeting with me and discuss everything. Because I know you may don't want to take that meeting's time. So yeah.
I think it will be quite quick. So if each of you talk about 30 minutes, so we are on that stage and we are there, and this week we are going to do that. So like this, I think it will work and help the whole team to have progress.
Can I start? I have a question about the workshops and the office hours. The content will be provided by you or by us or by the speakers? And also it will be in English or in our native language?
Well, can I answer? Okay, so, well, each week we'll have a specific topic. I think I've sent it to you on account organizer chat. So, for example, in first week, we have the build your team. Second week is talking to customers. So based on that, every week we have the speakers, both for office hour and workshops, specific for that topic. The same goes with the educational content that will be provided to the participants. So, yeah, the speakers need to be to have an expertise in that field, and they have to prepare something. We don't have to give them specific, I don't know, content to participants.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else?
Yeah, Balázs from Hungary. Are you planning to have marketing communication to platforms or on platforms that can reach a wider audience here in the EU? For example, I don't know, we have dozens of startup-related online magazines, podcasts, and everything, because that would help, I think, a lot to bring this message over to also on a local countryside, but also on a wider European scale, because we have also here in Hungary, for example, many of our early stage startups, for example, are checking these kind of online platforms. Also, just, I don't know, mention some of them in the UK or Startup EU, for example, or the bigger ones who are also reading, I myself. and there are many, I don't know, newsletters and networks we can tap in and reach to promote this, because this would be beneficial, I think, for also the local entities, I mean the local organizers, and the whole organizing team and the Greece team and the Thunder platform.
Ballas, we are doing things on the European level, so we are trying to approach people and to approach some very well-known media in order to communicate it. But it's quite important for each country to connect and to have access to the local communities and the local communication channels. Of course, we provide the content, so there is quite a lot of content that we made and we create, so you can that could make your life easier. So press releases and things like that are something that you could translate in your language and can be easily sent to your media partners or to your communities, and that's a quite important thing for you and for each European country. As I've told you, we are doing things, and we are going to launch a podcast. So all of you, the country organizers, will be invited to present the situation of their local ecosystem, and we are going to publish it before the events. I mean, that will happen in February, but the podcast videocast will have to be recorded until the end of the month. So on Monday or Tuesday, we'll send you a calendar in order to book your slots. It will be half an hour. We're going to send you some questions that will be useful and to be prepared. And with Maurizia, our podcast videocast moderator, you will have the chance to talk on that. And this is something that we believe that can help the local ecosystem in the European level, but of course in its country. And also we are contacting ambassadors, so we will have some quite well-connected or networked people like CEOs or great founders and people from the European government, in order to run as ambassadors of the program, so to communicate the program to the world. But it's quite important, your contribution with the local media. We have seen the experience shows that the local media have a very great impact and traits. Something else that I believe, and it's quite important to communicate, and it will be a key for your presence in your countries, are the European tools. So you can communicate the European Commission office in your country. This office can help you in order to communicate the action, can spread the word about that's a European program and our country taking part. Of course, Europe Direct of your city or of your region could help because this program is under the patronage of a committee of the regions, so they are kind of obliged to do that. It's on their goals to promote initiatives that are running locally and regionally. So these organizations can also help you and give you some money. I mean, they can support you and they can give you some money as expenses. So this is the second one. And of course, European Parliament office of your country. That also government institution could open and help you reach out journalists and media of your countries. So use these three European tools. It's something that, of course, you will help you to build a relationship with these institutions in your country in general, but specifically could benefit the program. Last but not least, we are going to have two promo events, one on the 1st of February, and the second one will take place on 21 of February. next week, we are going to tell you more about the format and how exactly they will be. So, Steve, please.
Thank you. Thank you for these updates. I have just a question. Maybe we can also see it off topic. Is I've been asked, okay, when they register, they provide some information and so on, and during the interaction. And I've been asked what happens to the data afterwards with the information. What happens there? Will it be used in some way, and if, how will it be used? That's something I've been asked.
There is, you know, we use it for statistic reasons. I think that there is, you know, we communicated that. So what about the privacy policy, how they process the data, but mostly they are used in order to communicate, in order to for statistics reasons. That's the main point. I don't think that there is something else. Dimitris could of course add something on that.
Yeah, the only other thing. So first of all, you know, hello everyone, and you know, happy New Year, because I think I wasn't in the last call. So the other thing besides the thing that Thanos mentioned is that when they enter a program and they want at the end to meet the investors, there is a consent also there that says exactly which data are going to be shared with them. So for example, their profile, their public profile, some data they provide on the KPIs are going to be shown, you know, to the investors. So besides the investors who are also associated with, you know, will be associated with the CU or founderhood, there are no other things, you know, that we share outside, you know, besides the things that have to do, you know, of course, yeah, with statistics data, mostly for the usage, you know, of the platform, or, you know, the usual things. But this is very specific, you know, to the KPIs, and you consent if you want to share them with angel investors or not. If you press no, you cannot be connected also with them.
So the data will not be shared. So Panis?
And we cannot connect them as well. Yeah, Panis?
Hi to all. Just a quick question, because we're thinking, okay, in the program we will have companies that probably you probably have maybe people that they are on an idea level and they will create their own company, or you might have companies that they are more mature. So what we are thinking, at least in Cyprus, to do is during maybe we have like two different workshops, especially for marketing, for example, or sales. Maybe one will be from some guy that will show basics on marketing, and then the other workshop might be a bit more advanced. So is that okay to do it if we have the people? Of course, if we have the people and to split
the group
into group. I'm discussing only for our workshop, not the office hours, because office hours is Q&A, will be a different. It's a different. Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, I think Panagiotis, you know, Panagiotis, yeah, you would like to answer, but I think it's great, you know, if you can do it, yeah, and you can have enough people, you know, participate in each one of these two. But yeah, I don't know, Panagiotis, what do you think?
Sorry, can you ask the question one more time? Because I was sending a message.
The question is, instead of you know, having one workshop, I mean, customize a bit our workshops in terms of if you are on an idea level, if you are on a more mature level, because we might have also companies that they will come, you know, that they're more early stage, they already find their MVP, so they will come just to have access to the EU angel investors. So we want to customize a bit the workshops. I don't want to bring people in a workshop that actually it will not benefit. That was the.
So yeah, I think that the workshop can be personalized to every startup that's going to join, And this will be more interesting to them too, because they will understand more things. So the initial plan of ESU was to bring early stage startups because they need these connections with investors more. But if you have found these startups, I think it's definitely okay to do that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And the thing is to communicate it that there are two levels. So probably for sure, as far as I and as I know, with the rest, with our rest program, we've seen that the startups on idea stage may be more interested on workshops to that than the more mature startups that are looking for network or business development opportunities, one-to-one meetings, or access to some more investors. But yeah, it's a good idea. Do it.
Yeah, of course. Provided that you have also the right people to
Mm-hmm.
to run
Yeah.
this, because, for example, if I have 100 registrations, I know that I have 40 SaaS companies. I will need to bring someone to do SaaS marketing. It's different than doing.
Great.
Okay, bye.
Okay, so would anyone like to add about
there is
their
one
progress?
question about the from in chat, Panayotis, if you would like to check it out. From Athena.
Access to the Airtable forms. Yeah, we will invite you to the Airtable. Each country has its own form to join, and we will probably have one more form at the general site where people and startups from other countries can join the preferable one. So we will invite you, yeah, and see them. Thank you for your question. Okay, so we would also like to hear about some progress and updates that you did last week and you are going to do this week. So first, Athena, would you like to start? See, you have a good team and working. How is that going? Did you find any problems with that? And what are you planning to do?
Okay, we have some problems, yes, with companies because we reached some sponsors, but we have a long way. So I hope next week to have some answers. But with the team, is everything good? We are 9 members and running very fast. We have, I don't know the word in... we have the support, the moral support of the consulate of San Francisco, consulate general in Greece in San Francisco. We have the support from European, I don't remember the English word, Υπουργείο Ανάπτυξης.
Yeah,
Minister of Development. Yeah.
Yes, mainly development.
Development Minister.
Yes, and for foreign Greek members, I also don't remember the name in English.
Foreign affairs.
So, yeah, so we have some support from Greek deputy, yeah, anyway. And we hope to have some community partners this week and some media partners. So we will run for these 2 partnerships and maybe another 2 strategic partners. But in overall, it's a good news. I will send you the information in both Greek and English, because right now I don't remember the names anyway. And I have some experts. Also, I will send you the list if you need that. I don't know if you need this list. And we had with Panis a meeting about experts and some speakers. Went very well. Also, Panis helped me a lot to understand something about the Greek ecosystem because he's very experienced with that. And I think this is all for this week. I hope next week to have more news and infos and more partners.
Thank you very much. This is very great news to hear that we are progressing and getting better on that. I think that the most important thing that TSU wants to know, if Lenin's answer correct, are the number of speakers and the experts that you have found. So because I think this is the main issue, but we want to have them in order to keep the program start. So I'd also like everyone to say if someone has found some experts and the number of that, if possible, to track it. Country, I don't know. I think now you said you have found some people, right?
Yes, we have some. I will send you a number maybe at the end of the next week because we have some talks this week. So I will send you maybe the number and maybe some names. I don't know if you want the names or only the numbers.
Actually, we will want the names because we need to upload everything in the website. So
okay.
Eventually, we need the.
So you upload every expert and every speaker in the website.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, in the platform, it's needed to add it in the platform.
Yes.
That's a quite important thing. But for the whole team, it's important to know the progress. So we want to know that. Athena, have you any confirmed speaker or expert right now? Is the question.
I don't have the numbers, but I have 2 that are already confirmed.
Great.
And I'm waiting more.
Okay, great. That's a quite important thing that we need to know, that there is a progress and what is the progress right now. So, so what's the next for this week, for next week actually?
For this, we are planning to send a lot of mails and read some people that we have in our list. And also we will be in contact with Panis team because we need some speakers and he needs some speakers and something like this. And we will find it out together. Yeah, so this week we will see the 2 lists together and decide which one will take who and etc.
Okay, great. So Panis, how's the situation there? How many speakers, how many experts do you have? And what's the next of the next week? What's the goal of the next week?
With the team, we started working on the social media plan to start to be ready to boost when we start working on the material of the website. The plan is to finalize it as soon as possible. We have speak verbally with some people and some sponsors like the big youth associations, some others, but we need to clarify everything the next week, also in written. We have from Deputy Minister, we have a verbal confirmation that they will support it and the program will be under their auspices. But we need also a formal that will push this week to happen. And yeah, with the speakers, we have made the list and they will receive tomorrow an email to invite them. Okay, we spoke with 5 people, some confirm, some they need to take also from their companies. For example, we have also Pi Data, the community that is a big AI community in Cyprus with a lot of AI developers. Both the leaders will be also mentors of the communities. There are people that they will have worked. They have worked in one in AI in London and in Germany, and they came back to Cyprus now. Yeah, we'll try to finalize everything mentors and everything, mostly until end of this month, let's say. But even earlier, in order to finalize the website and start promoting the event slowly. We're planning to do another. I want to see when are we planning to do the events, so we're advertising also. So we have the dates now. February 1st. We're planning also to attend another different events happening in February. I discussed with universities, teachers. They wait for me to call them to see when I'm going to present this inside the classroom, inside the university classroom, for example, because they have different lessons of entrepreneurship and they create. With media, yeah, I have access everywhere. Also tomorrow, Monday, I'm starting one of the biggest business portal. I would be writing on a daily basis about innovation and startups. So slowly we'll get also exposure from there. The guys also Meet.3 is the biggest, one of the biggest media houses in Cyprus. They will be also our media partners. Yeah, the goal is to for the first year, to be honest, I'm trying to bring 100 people around mentoring. And this week, we'll try also to close the office hours, the people. But we will need, as Athena said, we'll try to coordinate because I don't want to have, maybe we'll try to have different people in Cyprus and Greece. At least with office hours, what we are trying to do, we will try, I don't know if we are going to make it, as I have said to Eleni yesterday, we have 2 billionaires Cypriots. I will try to bring them for an office hours. One of them is Stelios Hachioannou, he's the guy that created EasyJet, and the other guy is Theo Bafidis.
That's very great to have Stelios on board.
Yeah, if we try to, we'll try. We have some contacts and I have some contacts. I will try to see if I can involve them for the Cyprus thing. Maybe when we have that session, if anybody wants to join, we might, I don't know, might do it also. We can see.
Great, Panis.
Let's see if they accept first, because two people are very busy.
Yeah.
So
Panis, check out that's quite great name. If have on your mind, so if they don't have the time to do that, let them know. If you have some well-known people and with high how to say, they are quite known, and they are some people that are the best cases of the best case in the EU. Ask them to do to use them as a communicational thing. So to take a photo, to give you a photo and communicate that this person support the initiative, that it will be something great. That's something that we are doing.
For Stelios, what I'm trying to see, I'm going to send to the foundation. They have the
Stelios Foundation, yes.
The foundation that they actually was providing $500,000 of every year to startups by communally here in Cyprus. But they stopped that the last 1-2 years. I will need to see with them, discuss. But this all will evolve in the next 1.5 months, because I have to convince these people will take a bit of time. It's not like
I know. So, but in general, if you contact someone and he told you, I'm talking not for Cyprus only or Greece, I'm talking for everybody, that if it's a person that is quite a unique personality that has great network, tell them to act like an ambassador of the program. That's something that these persons will probably do that without any thinking about it. It doesn't take so much time. Like it doesn't take 1 hour that the office hour is the duration of the office hour. So yeah, try to engage them and get them on board anyway.
Yeah, I will try that, and of course I will bring you in contact to discuss more on for the whole thing.
Okay, great.
Something else, but Thano, I don't want to waste my time because now I need to leave also in 20 minutes. I believe all of them. I will have Thanos, send me your Calendly. Have some things to discuss about.
I'm sending you right now.
So I will book a meeting with you. Then we can discuss these things.
Great. Thanks.
Something that, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Panis. As we don't have so much time to discuss about what we did and what we will do, I think the main thing is to just talk about 1 minute. If you have found any experts and the number of speakers and experts, or you are in process of finding them. Cristiana, you want to be specific?
Yeah, actually, we are in process of finding them because our strategy is to find this year sponsors at organizational level. So not taking each project we have, but all the projects together, and that can generate cash flow for our organization. So having this in mind in our approach, we have set up the procedure on how to receive the yes from speaker and experts. So your organization will only have one folder in Drive from us, in where you'll have partner sponsors, speakers, and so on. So you can directly take the information from there. I think we will be able to give you some numbers next week.
Yeah, that's great. Actually, having a seat with all the speakers, partners, experts is the best way to do it, and more efficient and fast.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I propose to everyone to do that, actually, so we can have them in a seat. And if someone wants to ask some questions, I don't know, Steve, you have a question?
No question for the time being. Thank you.
Okay. Any problems you had with speakers, the experts? Are you all in the process of trying to find them?
Yes, I mean, it as I wrote, it's mainly depends on the dates of the event. So if once that is settled, then you also have the experts and so on. That's what I meant. In 2 weeks' time, we will be more able to tell you more.
Yeah, actually, I think the dates would be quite specific for the 1st of March. I saw you actually had some questions at the Slack channel that you wanted to make it at a different time date, right? Do you think you don't have a lot of time to find them until the program starts?
I think it was not me, but no, I don't think that we have a lot of problem to find them. That's not a problem at all.
Yeah, no, it's quite a brief time, but we had discussed this with the whole team about the program, and it's so difficult to do it later than the 1st of March because mainly of Easter, and that it's during mid-April, and a lot of startups want to have holidays and vacations then. And after that, it's summer coming. So that's why we consider that the 1st of March will be the most appropriate date for this to happen. We know we have these problems, but I think Dimitris and Thanos, we couldn't change our time, right?
It's because the Easter period after the program ends, and then we have also the investors meetings. So yeah, I think we have to, yeah. So what I wanted to say is that I'm thinking of creating a Drive folder for each country, so everyone can upload there the photos, names, descriptions, etc., for everything they want to update in their website. So yeah, Cristiano.
So we already finished the procedure in the Drive, having everything organized and sent already the forms to the speakers and everyone. Would be like very hard for us to have it in 2 places. I mean, we would better offer you access on where we have the answers
You
because
have a Google folder, I guess.
we have a Google folder for the
Okay.
partners, Google folder for the experts, Google form. I mean, we have already
Yeah.
organized the
Okay.
information, so please would be hard
What
for
you can
us.
do is I can provide you with a folder called Romania, let's say. You can create shortcuts
Okay,
of your folder
Maria. Okay, we will do that.
to keep everything in place. So yeah, I will create some folders for every country so everyone can upload anything.
We are also, for example, in our side, we normally ask them also for short bio for their LinkedIn profile, picture profile and everything.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when we also announce them on social media, we have all this information all in once. So this will be given to you as well, just to make sure that everything is okay. And related to the workshops, we have some other subjects as well, except the financial and legal parts and so on, as ideation and MVP production and so on. Because if we speak with early stage startups, they have more needs than just the 4 subjects. So we have improved that a little bit. But we will send you all this information very, very organized. This is why we didn't get the experts, because we kind of focus on the procedure of having all in one.
Yeah. Fine. Thank you.
Okay, we think we're fine now. Everyone, okay, Juan, please.
Yes, no, just only to ask, when do you think the webs are going to be ready and the registration is going to be open, just to know a bit?
The registration are actually open from now on. They are ready if you go to the landing pages. There are just some minor issues, design things, hover things that we want to add. But I think that you can send it to
if you
have some people
startups
to send a message, they can join in and complete the.
So
Yeah,
they can register now, but the web is not finished yet.
The website is actually 95% finished. Actually, 2 things we have to add. First of all is the speed of the website, because we see that it's currently not so fast and we want to improve this, optimize it. And second is the drift that we want to remove, as we said to you. And the third is some design thing, UI, UX design, to improve it and make it more appealing to the users. But in the basic stuff, all the others are working perfectly.
So do you think then it's okay to send the link, the registration link to the media then? We can?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Okay.
And of course, to all of you, if you have created any channel, I mean, any social media channel, you have done it, most of you. So use it and use that link and promote that link. You can start doing that. We are going to announce it officially also from our side, but you can use it anyway.
Okay.
Now about your question, it's better to join as a startup and see how is a founderhood platform like currently, and have a feeling about that. And Dimitris is managing the whole founderhood platform. Do you want to add something?
Yeah, I have sent, but I have sent it on Slack on, I think one.
I've sent it right now on the chat here.
Have you sent the invitation, an invitation to join as a startup, so you can see what exactly they're seeing? So we are adding also there some things, some last things, because we need. This was an invitation that you created now, Eleni.
Yeah, I just took it from.
Okay. Cool, because the previous one, I think it expired today because it has an expiration date of a week. So you can join with that to see exactly what was the feeling from the startup side. So I could share you, the plan was to share you some some things today, but the time has gotten a little bit off. So yeah, next week we need to be a little bit more efficient. So can share with you what exactly you are going to see as an organizers, because the organizer dashboard is a little bit more complicated than what the startups see. But from the startup perspective, the things haven't changed so much. So you can see a lot of things. I can show you also exactly what you did last year, how you are going to update the content and all that stuff. But yeah, we'll need at least 10 minutes to 15. So we'll plan it, maybe for next week. But through that link that Lenny sent, you can join as a startup founder and see exactly what was the case in the Greek startup universe. So you will see exactly what's the content, how they see the content, how they see the experts, how they're going to see, the office hours and the library, the content, the educational material, how they're going to see everything, how they're going to make the regular updates and stuff like that. So we haven't done a lot of things on the startup side. There are some minor fixes there, but on the organizer, there are quite a lot of changes in the newer version. So that's for now. I think next week we can go through all of them.
Steve,
do you had any issues?
Yes.
I think one other question as well.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you have any issues, send me on Slack. Who has a question?
I think Juan, do you have a question? Because I see your.
It's from previous time. Steve, I think that Steve sent something on chat.
Yes, no, nothing.
Yeah, it's the error message I get when I try to register via the link. Afterwards, I fill it in and then it says, whoops, looks something went wrong. So I will retry it in the afternoon.
Okay, again,
it seems to work. So I don't know from which device are you looking to connect?
No, okay. I just renewed the page and yeah, it says, oops, looks like something went wrong. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same to me.
That doesn't happen to me, actually.
The invitation, the link.
Not only the invitation, I'm trying to go to the founder who did.
Okay, I think we can send the new invitation, the link at the Slack after the meeting, so we don't waste a lot of time here. Do you have any other questions? All right.
So Steve, does it work for you or not? Or you are waiting for the message on Slack?
I'm waiting for the message.
Great, so thanks a lot.
Okay, so if you don't have any other questions, I think we are fine for now. We don't have anything more to add. So thank you very much for participating in the meeting and asking your questions. It's important to have everything clear and not have any issues on that. Ask us any questions you might have during the week to help you with that. And we will also send you the invitation link to see better the Founderhood platform. And for the next week, you can also see it from the administrator side to understand all these things. And it's important to also find some experts and speakers and communicate with your partners as you do. That's very great news. And we hope to continue this for the next weeks too. So again, thank you very much for joining and see you next week. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.